I'm hanging upside down in my sex swing like a giant vampire bat. Excuse me, doll face. Woof, woof. You got a big old gash in the back of your neck.
The most romantic thing a woman can do. Kiss on my neck, my chest, and my navel, my dick, and nuts. Make her walk in on you sucking your own dick and say, oh, I didn't even have to text myself, or forget about it.
The Underworld soundtrack on vinyl on my Christmas list, because I just watched that movie again for the first time in a long time yesterday. Honest to God, holds up. I wish it's one of those movies.
I never liked it.
I loved it when I was a kid. The soundtrack was one of the first CDs I ever bought.
Talking about that.
But like, it's one of those movies where I hadn't seen it in forever, but it's one of those ones where you bring it up and you're like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. And I watched it and like, it's dated, but it's like, it's a movie that like gives a shit, you know? Like, you know when you see a movie that's bad, but at least
this movie gives a shit.
But you know what I mean when like you watch a movie and it's like
tried.
Like you can tell there's like heart in it, but like it's just not executed very well. Yeah, it's one of those movies.
I've been watching a lot of like early 2000s comedies. Like I had the Deuce Bigelow, still a fucking incredible. Scary Movie 3.
That Adam Sandler Halloween movie's coming out
that
on Netflix.
Looks super
it looks
good
great.
To me.
Yeah. Like it's not going to be like an Oscar-worthy movie, but like it's going to be fun.
He said since he didn't get
the Oscar for Uncut Gems, he's going to make the worst movie ever made. And this has to be it.
It seems like it's set up to be that, but I'm like, this looks actually good. I feel like
that's the problem. It's going to be so bad that it's good.
I wanted to tweet like, I feel like this is a movie about me, the fucking slightly or actually really stupid guy who loves Halloween too much in the neighborhood. This is like right up my alley. Like I want to watch that so bad. But yeah, I also watched Rat Race. Do you ever watch that?
Where
Race. They're all in Vegas and they have to go to get like $1 million. It's like 7 different people or groups of people and they run to get the money. Whoever's there first wins it. It's like an eccentric billionaires game in Vegas and people bet on it. They don't know that. It's hard to explain, I guess. It's really good. I don't know. It's just one of those like.
Just have a nosebleed.
That is funny because that's like the one guy's narcoleptic. I think it's Mr. Bean. Is the guy?
The guy who plays Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
His legal name is Mr. Bean?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Bean Johnson.
Oh, God. Can you imagine having
Bean
the name...
Belvedere?
Can you imagine living with the name Mr. Bean Johnson?
Your first name's Bean?
Hey, Bean.
Like a cat?
What nickname do you give a guy with the name Bean?
Well, I don't know. He shouldn't.
I'm trying to think of the name of the jelly... What's the brand of jelly beans?
Haribo?
What?
Haribo?
No, not gummy bears, jelly beans.
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and you said it in such a weird way, dude. You got to stop whispering weird things to me in a soft voice on the show. Please stop.
There's that Childish Gambino line where he's like, and you horrible like gummy bears. And it's meant to be like you're horrible.
Like gummy bears?
Yeah,
gummy bears are yummy.
See, this is what everybody says, and it's one of those things that drives me crazy for no reason. You're like, you know what he means.
Yeah, but it's stupid because who doesn't like gummy bears?
God, you're missing the...
If you'd like to miss the mark like me, go to www.dapperdadspodcast.com.
God damn it, it's the dapperdadspodcast.com.
I know, I love doing this just because it's so
You're
funny.
full of shit. And also don't miss the mark. Go to the website and be a respectable human being. That's the only
Click on
we
some
allow.
things.
God, this one got off on the wrong foot. Welcome to the Kid Rock cast.
Oh, no, not already.
My name is Drama.
My name is Slim.
Works better, yeah.
And then I pass out because I forget to breathe.
Finally.
Typically.
And then I can let this bitch breathe. What's up, folks? This is the Anti-Slim podcast.
Isn't it already?
Recent, not like... so outright.
Right.
It's implied.
It's implied that it's anti-me.
Yeah, I think it's anti both of us.
Yeah, I would say. I think the show's trying to kill both of us because it hates us. Like the show wants to die, but we won't let the show die. So like, the show wants to kill us.
Bed.
If you know what I mean.
Remember last episode?
Oh my God! I swear to
fucking
God!
The whole thing down?
Yeah. What's up with this?
You're stepping on it.
No, I'm not. My feet are over here.
You have that other third foot.
Oh yeah, my third
foot.
Your
awkward.
My tiny dingling
sitting in your lap like a baby. What's under it? A little kitten?
Nothing. I'm just holding it because it's nice and warm.
It's weird. You have
chilly down here. I might put it on.
If you have trauma, go to www.patreon.com/dapperdadads. We cut a very specific one. You've heard it. If you've listened to the Patreon,
you'll know.
You know it's already out there. You could guess what it's about. Well, part of it, not the second part.
If you'd like to discuss Drama's Trauma, call 4027-DAPPER. That's 4027-327-7737. Call or
I'll
text.
answer it and tell you. I'll unload on you.
Like the first person that calls is immediately getting unloaded. It's gonna be fucked up because you're gonna try to hang up the phone and it won't hang up. Like your touchscreen just won't respond.
Yeah.
Not till you're
The
done.
phone's frozen.
But it's frozen.
hear
It's
me.
frozen on speakerphone, like max volume. So like it's actually
And,
coming through really fuzzy, like a drive-through speaker back.
Speaker back. You would think.
Boy, you got my heart. Is that the Nicki Minaj song?
I don't know.
Speaker box. Speaker
With
love.
7 X's. The Love Below.
No,
Speaker box?
You're thinking of the Outkast album. No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Super Bass by Nicki Minaj. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, those are different things.
Yeah,
folks.
no, they're not.
And
It's just media.
you would think that I wouldn't be able to talk about my trauma for that long. Then you must forget that we've been recording 7 episodes in a row. We talk for
Hours on
hours,
end.
days.
Days at a
We
time.
talk
It
in
feels like.
between. We have other podcasts that aren't public yet.
Imagine being so ambitious we'd do 3 episodes in one day.
I know, because we have to peek behind the curtain. Double weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It was just crazy. Unprecedented, I'd say. Never
I
done
would say,
before.
yeah.
And I was talking about that to someone. They were like, you can do 4 in one day. And I was like, yes.
6 hours of just.
Jim, how do you think that 4th one would go?
How do you think the third? I think
I-
third would be the worst.
Yeah, I was going to say
Because
the 4th would
knowing-
somehow we'd break through this period.
Yeah, because
that we
I feel
have
like
where we
there's
lose it.
Because I feel like third is such a weight because it's after 2 and we've never done a third before. So going
Right.
into it already, you're like, what the fuck?
And that 4th one
And
would
then
just be
knowing,
insane.
but knowing the 4th one, you have to get through the 3rd one to get to the 4th one makes the 3rd one a drag. I feel like it's like it's like when you're at the bar and somebody puts down 4 rails of coke and they're like, do this coke before I blow your brains out, and you're like, I don't know why I come to this bar.
So you're going to kill me? What if I just don't do the coke? They're like, God damn it. I got to think of a better system to shoot these people in the head at the
sorry,
bar.
I just don't do coke, man. I've got heart pacemaker. I just don't do coke.
It's like,
Sorry.
if I already put the fucking lines down. You're like,
I'm like, hey, why don't you do the coke?
You just lick it,
I just like, there, now it's gone. Happy? Like,
and he doesn't shoot you.
oh my god,
He's
that's
like, thanks for finally standing up to me.
He's like, wow. No one's ever
A real man.
had the nerve to stand up to me in my addiction problems. I'm not addicted to cocaine. I'm addicted to making people do cocaine so I can shoot them in the head. So thank you for intervening me. There's just cameras everywhere capturing every moment. I'm like, it's okay. We got here together, you
He's
and
like,
me.
thanks. I'm gonna go put $7 worth of Kid Rock in the jukebox. You're like, only God knows why.
And he's like, nope.
Is that a request? And you're like,
He's
no.
like-
Only God knows why you're like this.
He's like,
So fucked up. You take too many pills.
he's
That's
like,
the
nope,
only-
just the racist ones.
Yeah. Oh my God. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. One of those Kid Rock fans.
Email dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com with your favorite Kid Rock lyrics, and we all know what one it is.
We all know what it is.
Follow us on Twitter @dapperddads, where we'll be exclusively tweeting at Kid Rock.
Let's do it. Let's see what he says. He listens to the Patreon. He's like, I heard what you fuckers said, and thank you. It's really nice to
I
hear
was like,
some
what if I
praise.
said nice things?
He gets
I
it's
think.
yeah. It has to start menacing. He has to really get us in the first half from the legal office of Child Boulder. I think that's his legal name.
No, it's Richie Robert,
Richie Roberts the third.
Something.
Richie Robert Jr.
Kid Rock Jr. Go to Instagram at
So he's Dick Bobby Jr.
also.
the third.
Huh?
He's Dick Bobby Jr. the third.
Richie cannot be shortened to
Richard.
Dick. No, it's Rich.
Richard.
It said his
Legally
legal name
is
was Richie. Yeah.
That's some white trash bullshit.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
fucking think? What do you think I'm naming my kid?
Richie?
Yeah.
Can't name him
Richie
Richie.
Rich Dramason.
Richie.
What's my last
Richie
name on here?
Dramason.
No, Richie Rich Dramason. Then he has money.
Chapels.
He inevitably has money if his name is Richie Rich.
Richie Rich.
It's like a loophole.
Chapels.
It's like when you play Sims and you
Dramason.
type Rosebud
And
and
then
you get the money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't
There's no
played Sims in a minute.
Rosebud code for life. I
I
was
know.
thinking about Sims because I'm like, I wonder what my like meters. Sometimes I want to see myself as a sim because I'm like, I think I'm fucked.
Oh yeah, mine's like super duper fuck. Like
Yeah.
my food is really low, and it's
Yeah.
like flashing like critically low all day until I eat my
'cause
one meal
literally-
at 5 p.m. The water one is always like
Literally,
The Grim Reaper is just constantly following you around, just waiting.
I'm locked in a closet that used to have a door, but it doesn't anymore, and I'm waiting to die.
You're just pounding. You've got your baby in a frying pan on the stove.
Because this morning when I went to go downstairs and make my coffee, I was like, I feel like I could do that Sims, like, where they pout and, like, you can't get them to do shit anymore, and they're like,
that is exactly how I felt when I woke up.
Yeah, I went to walk downstairs, and I was like,
and your legs didn't work?
No, they worked. I didn't drink at all last night. I had a really stupid night. I've been angry and sad.
Really?
And I can't sleep anymore.
I have not been able to sleep for shit. What's going on?
Except if I'm drunk, and particularly in the water.
No, even
then I sleep like bricks that were thrown.
I've been taking naps every day.
Oh my God, no, don't become that.
Oh, I've been taking a nice nap around 5 p.m. every day when I'm home. It fucking
what
sucks.
Are you, 1,000 years old? Have you been reincarnated?
I think I've been
1400s.
Yeah, I think I've been reincarnated as an old fucking man. Especially if I eat too big of a lunch. I'm like, yeah. If I eat too big of a carby lunch, if I have too many carbs at lunch, I need to take a nap around 5 o'clock.
I couldn't. The only time I can nap is if I'm very sick,
and it feels good too. Like it's a good feeling.
I've never, even when I'm very sick, I don't take a good nap.
I mean, I hate that I'm taking a nap. I don't like it.
I'd rather die.
But when it happens, it feels really good. But like, I hate that it keeps happening. I don't want it to happen.
Just doze off.
Yeah, like I'll just be like relaxing late afternoon, like just on the couch, just hanging out, watching TV or something.
And you said you're having trouble sleeping at night.
Like I'm sleeping like 4 hours a night, and then like I go throughout the day, and then I am like so fucking tired come like late afternoon, early evening. There, my body just like and I like take a nap for like an hour and a half or so, and then I'm up for a while doing shit.
I feel like if you eliminated the naps, maybe you'd sleep better.
I try to eliminate the naps, but they just keep happening.
Because you got to get ahead of yourself.
I keep trying to do that, but then I drink some coffee, and then like the coffee is like way too much, and then I'm up to like then I get 2 hours of sleep and no nap, and then it doesn't work.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
I don't know what's wrong with me either, but I want to die. Like I hope it's solvable.
I don't know.
I'm chewing on valerian root and just snorting melatonin and.
Yeah,
keeping my phone in another room. I've got no blue light in my room when I'm trying to sleep. It's a perfect 54 degrees, like a morgue in there.
Jesus Christ.
I'm hanging upside down in my sex swing like a giant vampire bat.
Yeah, you're doing all the right shit.
Wrapped up in a blanket.
Yeah.
Young harem of women sleeping in like a pile like dogs underneath me. So when I wake up as a vampire lord, I fall into the pile of women.
Dogs. Let's talk about it. It's right, and I refuse to be scolded for it.
I mean, I didn't say women are dogs. I said they're sleeping like dogs in a big
Which
pile underneath me.
Which is natural for them because
I'm not following this eugenics talk with you, you weird Nazi sympathizer.
What? Because women are dogs?
What's next? How low will you sink if women are dogs?
I think that's about as low
as
I
What a horrible, shameful thing to say on this podcast that nobody listens to.
Nobody listens to, and you've said way worse things that I can't even repeat.
I named 3.
I can't repeat
That's
them.
the fun part about this game is the things I say can't be repeated.
But that one time I will say that one time we're talking about a handicapped person, and you went, so.
You did it first. There's a video of it.
I'd love to see it.
You did it first?
I'd love to see it.
You did it first, and then...
I'd love to see it.
Okay.
I would just like to see it.
I would also like to see it. Yeah, can we pull that up?
It's one of my favorite moments in this.
Yeah, can you pull that up over there? Can you pull it up on the screen for us?
Better go die if you don't. They're like, there's no
intern.
screen.
You better go to the basement and give me some fucking paper.
There's no way for me to do what you're asking.
I am going to tell you this one more time. If you don't pull it up on the screen, you are going to the basement for some paper.
I'll just fucking go to the base.
Can you imagine being a boss that is so stressed all the time you have to scream through gritted teeth at people because they will not listen to your simple fucking commands?
It seems very easy to me.
If you do not pull it up on the screen.
The interns you're like, someone's going to have to go get paper out of the basement. Everybody's hand goes up. Like, please, God, release me from this nightmare.
I was playing beer darts with someone yesterday, and
yourself.
Yeah, I played by myself. I was playing beer darts with someone yesterday, and I bested them 4 times in a row to the point where they were just screaming through gritted teeth and whipping the dart at me.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Except me. I've never been
Never
there,
been
and
defeated.
Can't
It's
even
never been happening.
understand what it would feel like to think of such a thing.
I think such a thing of being defeated and just screaming through gritted teeth.
I went tubing, and it was wild and great.
Yeah, tell me about it. 'Cause I haven't really heard much.
A big rock cut my ass open. So that was the highlight.
Where on your ass?
Right where I wear my waistband of my boxers.
Ah, how
Right-
convenient.
Yeah. Which I didn't know. I was told.
Did it like it scraped you as you like floated by?
Yeah, I was told when the water picks up a little bit, never gets crazy, but when you start moving quick, lift your butt up out of the tube because it's usually like a bunch of rocks and you're going faster. You know how sometimes you're told things and you're like, I know how things
yeah,
are,
and you
so
don't
I
really
don't need
listen.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I listen, but I'm like, yeah, I know.
So what did you do? Did you have to like muscle your butt up so it doesn't hit the rocks? Like what does it say when it means like get out of the tube? Like
Yeah,
what do
just
you
like lift your butt up. You know how you're like traditionally sitting in a tube,
Yeah.
with your ass in the water. Just like lift your butt up. You don't have to like really get crazy. Just a
but
little
just like
higher.
elevate yourself
Yeah.
a bit to
I didn't do it at all. I also didn't know like what like how fast it's gonna. Is it gonna get faster than this? Is this
Right.
the fastness we're talking
turns
about?
into whitewater rapids. You make a wrong turn.
There are some parts that were like more than I was
Sketchy.
anticipating, but not that bad. I just didn't lift my ass up, and it was like boom! It hit me so hard that I was like, I wish someone would have like
Really
sometimes you
iterated
get-
more?
Yeah, you get
Like really
warnings.
push the point.
You get warnings, but you're like, okay, if I had known like that, like if I go with, like if you come with next time, and I will tell you sincerely, you still won't listen, but I will drive the point home more than just
Right. Like
lifting your
even
butt
just take 0.3 seconds to say, and I can't iterate this enough.
Yeah.
Lift your ass when it gets fast.
Or just like really lift your ass up there, like just lift up out of the water. And then it happened again because I wasn't paying attention.
And it
Someone
was
was
a
like,
sharp
tell
rock.
that story. And then I start telling the story, and then as I'm start to tell the story, they're like, "Oh, so lift your butt up," and then it happened. And that one was my hip, and that one wasn't that bad. The first one was like one of those pains where you're like, "Wow, I haven't felt pain like this in a minute.
Oh,
this
God.
fucking hurts." And then I was also like, "This is gonna probably be like a bigger problem later." And then I just chugged a whole beer because I was like, "I want to get ahead of this before
Yeah.
I feel the pain right now." And then like, yeah, it was
So how did it work? Is there like just like did they just let you loose, or is there like somebody
you
ahead
pull
of
up,
you? Like
you pull up to this area. There's not even shit, and you can like get into the river. And there's just a piles of tubes. There's two different companies use the same like launching point. It's weird.
I was gonna say, so like is like so like you just float for like 5 hours to another point down the river, and there's another point where the tubes
So,
get
like,
dropped off,
Yeah,
and you
so,
get driven back to your car. How does that work?
No, so you show up, and then like the guy wasn't there right when we got there, and then he comes. You get all your stuff out of your car. Then one person drives the car you brought, follows him to the end point. Then they get in the car with him, and he brings them back.
Okay.
So then when you're done, you can just get in your car. You just leave the tubes there, is what we did.
Oh,
We
okay.
busted one of the tubes, and I forgot I had put all my cigarette butts in the cup holder of my tube. Because I was trying to be nice and not throw them in the river.
Yeah,
It's very inviting to throw everything in the river,
Yeah.
of course.
but you want to be respectful.
Yeah, and some other people in our party weren't. So I was trying to do that, and then I meant to, like, empty them out, of course. But when you get out, and it's one of those times where you've been drinking in one position for 5 hours,
Yeah, and your body is
on the
not ready
river,
for that.
and you get out, and you're like, whoa. And then we got naked because, like, we got to change into clothes, and there's not a place to do that. And
Interesting.
then I was like, the boys I was with, I was like, what do we do? And one of them was like, I think we just get naked. And then we just started to get naked with like towels around us.
but like, is
But
that
there's a
awkward,
bar
like-
right there. Like that's their, I think they've got to be in like cahoots because it seems like you get off the river, and if it wasn't how the world is right now, I would immediately like run
Right,
into that
yeah.
bar and be like, now shots, because I've only had beers, I think. And like we didn't do that, and maybe that's where you would change too, maybe. But I don't know. Just
In the bar.
covered up. Yeah, just
wet.
Because I was wearing we were all wearing shirts because it was that Sunday, and it was so cold and raining that morning.
Yeah, I was like, that seemed.
So it worked out perfectly. We got there, and like the last half an hour, it just started being so sunny. But it was still, this is 10 in the morning is when it starts, and that's like the latest you can go. So it's cold. We get in the water, and it was frigid. The guy who runs the thing came out with a thermometer to put it in the water to see how cold it was.
Uh-huh.
And he stepped in and he goes, ooh. And I was like, that's not good coming from the guy that does that too.
Used to this?
And he's like, yeah, this is cold. It was cold yesterday, but it wasn't this cold. And then he like, what was the temperature? I think it was like 57 degrees.
That
like
is
the water.
Maybe in
higher.
like 57 air.
Yeah, maybe it was 65.
But still, 54
It was cold.
water. That is like feels like ice cold to me.
It was shockingly cold. Put your balls in it. Imagine that. It was very cold. And then we had a big hiccup at the beginning too that sucked. And then yeah, you get used to it very quickly. And then the sun was out, but we all had our shirts on because like it was so cold at the beginning.
Right,
and there wasn't sun right there. And then there was like never a like long stretch of sun, and there was also never a good time to like take your wet shirt off. So I ended up wearing my t-shirt, but then when I got out of the water and you just have that sopping wet, and mine get so long when they're wet, and I was like, I gotta get out of this shirt. So yeah, just go in the bar and peel my shirt off, be like, give me a shot of whatever.
Give me a shot of Rumplemans while I'm stripping and getting water everywhere.
But yeah, so the back thing, the next day, because I went home, it took so long. Like that day was just like, I got up at like 5, and I got home at like 10, and I was gone like from 7 until like 10 p.m., 9 or 10. It's just, you got to drive so far. It took so long, we stopped and got food at one point. I came home and I like went to bed and just fell asleep as soon as I was in the bed. Like being in water and being as drunk as I was.
Yeah,
and then,
it gets exhausting.
Then you sober up too.
And that feels
car ride
shitty.
home, I had a road pop, but then you're like, well, what am I going to do? Like, you know, like, what? I'm going to get home. And I'm just going to be drunk at home.
Right. And
like, there's no way this is going with, even if anybody sticks around, like, we're all, like, everybody was asleep in the car except me and the driver at one point. And I was just, like, singing Tom Petty and shit. But yeah, I was like, I don't need to keep drinking. This is just going to be weird. And then, yeah, I got like a little sober, and then I got home and I literally laid on my bed and I was just like, and I woke up the next day. I was like,
oh shit.
What happened to Sunday? And then, yeah, I went downstairs and like plopped on the couch and I was like, oh no, the pain that I'd forgotten about. And there was literally like that big of just a gash, like open. Like it caught me open.
Just
I
bleeding
didn't
in the water.
Yeah, which didn't seem nicer water than that lake water I probably drank.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it would have cut me, but then it was
lake.
It was perfectly on my waistband, and then it's one of those things where you're like, I'll just reposition my waistband higher or lower. But that's more uncomfortable than the pain
right,
that
because if you pull it up
like,
higher, then it's like rubbing on your nuts, and then you pull it lower, and then it's your pants just rubbing on it.
It's not even that.
Then you got your gash hanging out of the back of your ass, and it's like nobody likes that view.
Have you ever?
That's not a view from a gash from behind I want to see.
I never want to see a gash from behind.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
Can we say gash?
I remember I was at something one time, like a meeting or something at my old job, and there was like just rows of people, and I was sat behind this girl, and she had her hair down, and like right before the meeting started, she
just shooting spitballs in it.
No, I used to flick gum, not spitballs. She like pulls her hair up to put it up, and as she pulls it up, there's a huge gash on the back of her neck that's like stapled together. Like it looked like someone just stapled
like
it before
a medical
she walked in.
staple.
Yeah, but it was like, you're like, did staples do it here? Because it looks like even the staples are like, I don't know about this, and it's just gonna burst. And I could not, like, I don't even remember what the meeting was. And at the time, I'm like, I can't listen to this. How is this allowed? Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna get something, like, just to stare at the back of someone's neck and it has just a big open wound that's been stapled closed. You shouldn't be here. Also, why would you put your hair up? Are you not aware? Do you need me to tap you on the shoulder and tell you, excuse me, love, but your neck is fucked up. Put your hair back down.
You know
idiot.
what women love? They love when you approach them and go, excuse me, love. Women, first of all.
I'm trying to pat it. You know what I mean? I'm going to say something mean. Someone tell you that you're a doll.
Excuse me.
Women love. They're dogs. It doesn't matter.
Excuse me, doll face. Woof, woof. You got a big old gash in the back of your neck.
Cover it up. I shouldn't have to look at it.
Cover it up, Frankenstein staples. I shouldn't have to look at this.
Hey, is everything okay with you? Because your neck's real fucked up.
Is everything okay? Did you get fucking assaulted and neck fucked last night? Because your neck looked fucked.
And she was gross.
Lady.
She was like a gross looking human in general. But then it was funny because I focused on the girl next to her, and then I like developed a crush just from, you know what I mean? When you're like, I've just paid too much attention to you, and now I'm starting to realize that what I thought was once upon a time maybe too tall and strong for me is kind of my thing now.
It's actually kind of, I feel kind of good.
Now I'm gonna watch you every time you walk down the hall.
I think maybe kind of feeling that kind of power in my arms would feel really nice, you know?
I'm gonna be sad when you leave, and I'm never gonna forget your license plate number and the type of car you drove, because I would just sit in my car, and I do remember it right now. I'd say it, but it seems creepy.
Please don't.
All right, he's asking for it.
No, I'm literally not.
I can even tell you the reference.
Guys.
Don't worry.
Got her VIN number,
and
blood type.
Then one time, for some reason, I got her cell phone number. My boss gave it to me for
you were
some
gonna say
work
her cell
thing.
phone passcode, and I was like, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, idiot. I love a stupid bitch.
I love it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. I feel like that's clearly implied that it's one of ours.
I was just saying that bitch has that one. I wasn't saying anything.
Well, I gotta bleep that out too, because it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, well, now you did it.
Cut this whole part. Cut the part about the girl gash neck.
Cut every part about girls.
Let's go
we
back.
don't talk about girls on the show anymore.
No. Unless they're folding our laundry and doing our dishes. And
whoa, we gotta
dogs.
cut this. Run this back.
If we're gonna cut, let's get a little bit more.
Fine, run it back. My name is Kid. Just float away.
Yeah. We have nothing else to say.
I know, but just silence for the rest of the episode. Cricket chirps. Ambient noise. Yeah, that's right. There is crickets. We go back to my basement to finish recording, and it's just crickets so loud. And echoes for days.
The echoiest basement.
It's because it's not finished.
I've been in unfinished basement constantly.
I don't know what to tell you,
and nothing has ever echoed like yours.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yours echoes and tells me shit about myself that I didn't know. I'm like, oh, it's nice down here. I love drinking beers.
It's nice down here. I love drinking.
And then it comes back and it's like, you'll always think you'll be alone. What did you say? And you're like, I didn't say anything. The walls did.
Ah, man, I'm having such a good day. I always forgot how much fun I have in this basement. You should really go to the doctor and get that checked out.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if you're hearing it, but the voices seem kind of heinous. Anus.
Okay, that one.
Little curly whirly?
Little curly whirly stopping off.
Anus
curly
whirly? The curly whirly stopping off in my anus?
Oh my.
You want to hang out?
This is the cover version that didn't work out. This is when we go back in time and really fuck up the studio sessions. But then it leads on a weird tripped out thing where it's you're not supposed to stomp on a butterfly. Go back in time and fuck up the curly whirly line.
And then we don't have balls.
And then we don't have fucking Totino's pizza rolls because you fucked up the curly whirly line.
Do we still have party pizzas?
No Totino's anything.
Oh no, as a company?
Yeah, it's just not fucking there.
Well, that's good because I had a
Because
party.
the guy that made Totino's pizza was like, I would love a pizza that made me scream, this is a curly whirly pie. And then he made...
It's for the better because I had a party pizza a month ago and the party has not stopped in my house. I can't get any sleep. That's why I'm not sleeping.
I don't know what to tell you, but it's a party pizza. You knew what you were getting when you got the 4-pack.
It doesn't seem like it is because it's so small and thin.
So small and
do we both like party pizza or you
don't?
Okay.
I love
Right.
Totino's
We're on the
pizza.
right side of history.
They're shitty, but they're good shitty.
Yeah, a lot of shit is shitty and
not
good
like
shitty.
what's that fucking terrible pizza? The little one that you can microwave. Mama Kazi's. Yeah, those things are fucking
I feel like I like Mama Kazi.
They are awful because
the full pizza.
I've never had a full one. I've only had the little ones that you can get at the Dollar Tree.
Are they that thick?
No. They're tiny little things. And they're awful because if you microwave them, it's... Well, I'm going to need you to calm the fuck down. Holy shit. No, not the... I can't look.
Look at it.
No, I don't want to look at it.
I don't want to look at it. It's in your contract.
Oh, it is in my contract. Oh, that's a bad one.
That's why I gagged on it.
Oh, that was bad. I get those, though, so, I understand.
I have a bad gag reflex, and sometimes
mine is
so
bad.
In your mouth.
So
how does anybody eat cum?
I know.
It's crazy.
I know. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I think about every time I've come in a girl's mouth, which was never, but
those 3.5 times were.
God, I think of the times I have, and I'm I fucking hate myself. I'm I don't even know why
I don't hate myself, but I'm damn.
I wouldn't want to. I feel bad. Who would?
I don't feel bad. They signed up for it.
And I feel bad.
They signed that contract. I said, "Come here, puppy."
Came in their throat. Come here, puppy, and then
Puppy's fine.
I said, "Come here, puppy," and then I smacked her on the ass for peeing on the carpet.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. She peed on the rug.
I rubbed her nose in it, and then I fucked her.
Jesus, you took it too far.
Yeah, I took it too far.
I want.
You're the one who's calling women dogs, and I'm the one who took it too
I
far.
want someone to compile all the times that you have had to say, "Yeah, I took it too far," because it's
an episode worth.
Yeah, it's literally. I think every episode.
Because
Because
you go so far, and then you're like, "Whoa, buddy, you're a monster."
If I was jumping off a bridge, would you?
No.
What?
Stupid.
God damn it!
I gotta tell people
You're
how
not
you died.
invited to jump off the bridge.
Good. I don't
Me and
want to
Madam
be.
Cole.
Fine,
Little
you all
bridge.
can kill yourselves. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Now we can kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Just wait till I do it. And
Yeah,
you
just
find
jump
my
up.
body, the record skipping on Only God Knows Why by Kid
Oh
Rock
my
up a Devil Without a
God.
Cause. Big record. We've been over it.
It's huge.
And my body off of a bridge, I guess.
I take too many pills, take too many pills, help take to my son to ease the pain. It just skips everywhere.
They're like, so he died of a pill overdose? You're like, no.
I don't know what he
Didn't touch
fucking
this.
died of
Yeah.
a Kid Rock
I have,
overdose.
yes, quote unquote, I have to live to see how you died, quote unquote. I don't know how we fucking died.
You know
This
me.
sounds
You know me
perfect.
traditionally.
God, I could write this before
Tasked
I kill
with
him.
responsibility, unable to complete it due to lack of giving a shit.
Yeah. Nailed it. What were we just talking about? There was something important.
You kept saying how I say that. Oh, I say
No,
went
before
to,
that.
You
Before the
said
dogs.
a woman was a puppy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can't call women puppies
That's cute.
unless it's your personal nickname. Like I love you, puppy. I love you, did a puppy.
No, every woman's a puppy to me.
Who's a
Because they're
sweet-
cute and playful
Because they're
and
cute
ready
and
for
playful,
anything. And they haven't gotten old and ugly.
yeah, and you don't gotta let them loose out in the
I
woods
feel like
because
I-
the dog's a burden on the family. And you guys just had a baby, and the baby's a lot of attention. You're worried what the dog's gonna do with the baby. You know, nobody, and you couldn't just see the dog be with somebody else because it'll hurt too much. So you're a real selfish, awful fucking piece of shit, and you let your dog loose in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Like a
Go
woman.
on, boy, you're free now.
I feel like I watched one of my reality TV shows that I love, and someone's name was Poppy. But I could be wrong. It also might be that one where that
Sounds
lady
like
was...
a love after lockup thing.
It does. God, that show's getting crazy. I love it. Oh, I got one, too. It was on last night. I'm going to go home and listen to Kid Rock while watching Love After Lockup. The White Trash is Saturday afternoon.
I was thinking that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home.
Jacob Lights.
I think I might stop at the gas station on the way home, get some enchiladas.
Not White Trash enough. Ice House. Big
Oh,
can.
There's still that singular ice house in my fridge in the basement.
Well, I think we know what happens today. You drink this singular
Drink
Ice
too
House.
many pills. It
Go.
helps the ice house go down.
Oh, could you imagine having to take painkillers to deal with the pain of drinking
Ice house.
Wow. This
What a
man,
life. This man's doing it all wrong. Let me tell you, ladies.
he
and
knew
gentlemen.
what it took to really
He
live.
knew what it took to really push yourself over the edge, and he fucking did it. Let me tell you.
So he died of a drug overdose? No, he took those to numb the pain of the Ice House.
Heavens to Betsy, no, he had to drink ice house. It was all that was left in the fridge. It was only one, but he got a pill addiction from it.
Took 12 Vicodins to eat the Ice House.
Fucking trying not to puke and just popping fucking pills.
I want to say it's not that bad, but I know that I'm lying.
Yeah, ice house is fucking bad, bro.
What else are you gonna do though? You gotta drink what you gotta drink. Imagine not being able to acquire more beer. You gotta really find your. I've had a
Imagine
one,
having to drink an ice house of an equivalent size to the giant Kid Rock record to obtain the Kid Rock record. You get to have it for free,
do
but you
it.
got to drink the giant ice
That's
house.
fine. How long do I have to drink it?
20 minutes.
Okay, things are different
It's a
now.
contest.
Holy, a
Whoever
contest?
drinks the beer the fastest gets the Kid Rock
Well, you're
record.
gonna get some big.
It's a
fucking gross
45 that you
hillbilly.
get.
Okay, that's not as big as the
It's
record.
two 45s.
So it's 90?
90 ounces.
90 ounces? This is fine, yeah. But you're going to get some big fucking hill rod, not even Billy, and he's gonna be only country Kid Rock, not even appreciate the greatness that we've recently discovered is Devil Without a Cause, and we soon will undiscover. And he's just gonna chug a beer and make you feel like a bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's been chugging the 90s his whole life. That's what he had. They just put the baby bottle top on top
It's like,
of it.
imagine a four.
They just put the baby bottle
You know
top
how
on
shooken
top
up
of
that's gonna be?
Oh no, not you don't shake it out. You do the tornado thing where you like spin it around to
it
make
takes off on its own. So look out.
It goes down to the basement with the check.
Yeah. You're like, oh, fuck.
Gotta watch out for the big scary ice house with Mickey Mouse hands and the big check.
No, the check drinks it, and check comes upstairs,
Oh.
and it's like, I've been here for years, and you don't appreciate me.
You know,
I've
every
never
time
heard the word race.
You know, every time I always see the posters for the potluck, but it's always after the potluck already happened. I feel like you guys put them where I can see them after I do it. You know, my kitchen, just because I live in the basement doesn't mean my kitchen's not clean. I want to bring stuff. I want to be a part of stuff.
I want to be a part of this team, this family. And you know what? Why I'm here? You know, it's crazy. Every payday, you guys give me a little version of myself. Could you imagine? Imagine if after 80 hours, I gave you a baby. Is that what you want?
And I said,
is that good for
you? And I said, put your baby in the bank.
Yeah. Just take your baby
to the bank and give it to the bank.
We also offer direct deposit of babies.
It'll tell you how much your baby is worth.
Yeah, your baby's not worth enough.
It is like, but the check has like pressed you against the wall where like the hot alcohol breath is making you really uncomfortable.
Why don't we take this outside? You can have a smoke. I don't want to fight you. I know that seems like I want to fight you.
Are you asking me if I want to smoke? I'm a piece of paper.
Okay, man. However you want.
Imagine if I gave you some ground up babies and I was like, you want to smoke some babies?
It's
always a
really
baby
caught up
now.
on the baby.
Yeah, like it's really.
He doesn't know our lives.
Imagine I brought you a baby version of yourself that you had to put into the bank.
Wait, why? You trying to keep me from the potluck? I'm afraid I'm going to bring you
you're smoking
babies.
a ground up baby on your way to the baby deposit, and then you got to go to Taco Babies across the street and get some hard shell babies to eat.
Before they discontinue it, even I know that they're making a huge mistake.
Even at Taco Babies, they're discontinuing the babies. How the fuck?
At Taco Babies, you can still get shredded babies.
You can get
Mexican pizza babies.
You can get Fiesta babies.
Queso babies without having to order it through the app. I'm here right now.
Baby
How the
lupus?
fuck can you not make it?
That doesn't make any sense. There's got to be a
show
button.
Up, I tell you.
Charge
and you
me
say, I
a
have to buy it from the
quesadilla
app.
and a burrito and put it together.
I'm
fucking
I think
ridiculous.
Unfortunately I'm done with Taco Bell.
I also have to admit I'm done with Taco Bell. I might get one last Mexican pizza as a last hurrah because like whatever.
Don't count on it.
I know because I'm gonna get black beans on top of refried beans
know
on top of bullshit.
What they're doing? Like it seems like
what's the strategy
someone
here?
was like took over being CEO and they're like, how can I fuck up one of the biggest chains of all time?
How can I make it worse?
You're just taking everything.
Because like
from
what do you?
me.
Because like at this point you're just going for tacos and burritos. Like there's nothing else.
But
like,
even some of the I get shredded
the
chicken
ingredients
burrito.
are gone.
I get shredded chicken burrito is my like
loaded potato
main
grillers.
item.
Replace
main
meat with
item.
potatoes and everything. That's what I did. Crunchwrap Supreme, potatoes and beans instead of that. Now
Yeah,
because
because adding potatoes to anything makes it better.
it does, and fried.
It's like
little
adding
bits
a
of potatoes.
blowjob to any day.
God, isn't it just? Isn't it just? And
Come on, Taco Bell, we
because-
raved about you.
Are potatoes the
just had a
blowjobs
great-
of food?
It seems like
We
they
talk about
could be.
Taco Bell on every fucking episode. Why can't you do
No.
this for us?
It's like we ruined
we
it.
love you so
Did we
much.
ruin it?
No. We're not putting this on ourselves. I'll kill myself if I have to put this on
I'll
myself.
kill you too.
I'll kill both of us. I'll put a bullet through my brain underneath your brain, so it pulls
you
out
know
both
how I
the
wanna
brains.
die.
I know how to orchestrate a
Just
funny
in a
suicide
wheelchair, like with the tight box.
with a type box. One of these days, I'm gonna eat your ass. Don't bring me down.
Yeah, I'm like not telling anyone what happened at all. Because you know how people would come up and be like, "What's up? You look like shit," and I'd be like,
Yeah, you know what you
Look
typically say to
fine.
someone that's been in a horrific accident? You go, "What's up? You look like
"Well, they
shit."
don't know. Imagine
It's,
we
cool.
didn't."
It's just cold. That's how he
Yeah,
talks.
and
Because that's
he
how
was
he talks
there
to
and
us. Yeah.
witnessed it.
He saw it
just
happen.
Can't process it ever.
Yeah, he's just like drinking all the time to cover it up. Nothing different, but like
I saw a guy in a wheelchair that had like he like couldn't move around. Maybe I don't know what he could do, but he had a straw hooked up to a can of beer that his friend kept replenishing,
Tight.
and I was like, "That's
friendship.
That's who I need." I have an interesting hypothetical that was proposed. To me?
propose. Did
You
someone
wanna
propose
propose
to you
to
that wasn't me?
Yeah, it was a similar looking guy.
And you said
But
yes.
Yeah,
You're a piece
immediately,
of shit.
Before he finished.
Wow.
Like when they don't even say the words yet, and I'm like choked up, and I just said yes, a million times yes.
Some might say I'm
And he
insulted.
picked me up like you wouldn't have.
I would have if you weren't such a bitch. If you weren't such a huge bitch, I might have done it.
It was the eyes that made that for me.
Because I'm so mad,
Yeah,
and I'm
can't
fine,
even
and because
look at you.
you've picked this scab that I've been hanging on to for years of how much of a
At least
huge
it's not
bitch I think
At
you
least
are.
it's not where you wear the waistband of your underwear.
Yeah, well, at least I don't have a gash that pokes out when I bend over now.
I don't bend over.
Oh, you're bending over.
No
You're picking
homo.
up things.
Only for that man that proposed to
You're
me.
loading the dishwasher so so my son can fuck you.
No, mice. Wait.
You're my
No.
dumb wife in this scenario.
No, I'm not.
You're my
your
dumb
wife.
second wife.
I'm the other guy's.
No, you're my dumb second
You
wife
think I'm
loading
gonna
the
downgrade
dishwasher.
from Chad?
I'm upgrading to you.
Yeah, but I won't downgrade to you.
Yeah, you will, motherfucker.
How bad is my life gonna get in the next 17 years?
Yo, strap in, motherfucker, because it's gonna get shitty.
I'm strapped.
Not enough.
Okay, so if I had to have my leg amputated,
Okay.
car accident.
How far? Like knee, hip?
Under knee, like a little under knee.
Okay.
Like
So
right.
we can get you a
Pretty much the
Lieutenant
whole-
Dan
The
prosthetic.
whole leg. That's not going to be a problem. When I'm in the hospital, I tell you that it's very, very, very important to me that I get my leg and I'm going to eat it once I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you with me to help that come true?
What is the circumstance in which you lost your leg here?
Car accident. Pretty clean cut.
And they've already removed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? Because once again, when are you going to have the
Matt said
opportunity?
he wouldn't be.
Did he say why? Something about
Well-
the implication of stealing a leg?
No, because this is a true story.
Yeah, I assumed. I
And
didn't think you thought of this.
The guy was like super drugged up, and he like told his friend like, "I
Get
have
my
to
leg."
have my leg, and I'm gonna eat it." And they were like, they didn't even ask questions. They were like, "For sure."
Oh, doesn't
Which
he
that's
still
what
have
I
the
mean.
bone and he like displays it in his house or something?
I don't know about that, but he gets it because you can just ask. I
And
think
they'll just
for,
give
like,
it to you?
You have to like fill out all this paperwork. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit.
Gotta
But
promise you're not
technically
going to eat it. He's just sweating when he gets to that
Yeah.
part. Just really.
Sir, are you gonna eat your leg? Yeah. Under the cannibalism section. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just simply don't eat the body part. But yeah, apparently, so this guy was like super adamant about it. And yeah, if you ask, like he said he asked, and the people were like, "Oh, we're gonna have to look into that." And
At
then they
least
came
it
back-
wasn't an immediate no.
because I think like
At least they were like, "Fuck no, you freak! What are you gonna do
because
with
I
it?"
think there's
I mean, legally, is it my leg at that point?
yeah, I think it's
Does it? Because it still technically
technically
belongs
your-
to me.
yeah.
Like
and
they don't own it.
because you can have like there's things you can take that people do. You know what I mean? I feel like you
Yeah.
can get your tonsils. Is that right?
Your balls, get your balls,
Your
removed?
balls, of course.
balls
When
and
you get
penis
your
removed.
balls removed,
Your balls and
you can
penis
keep them, and it's fine. I'm not talking about what you gotta do to fix that. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah,
Wait.
I'm not talking about what
For
you
sure.
holy shit. I'm not talking about what you can remove. I'm talking about what you can keep with like no questions asked.
Yeah,
But I
what
think
if your balls
balls-
had to be removed? You could get to keep those.
yeah, I think you
And then you can make a joke on the news about it when they have the story and be like, "Hey, my wife keeps them in me pants."
do you sound like that?
Yeah,
Is
I
that what
was
it
a-
sounds like when your
I
balls
also
get
got
cut
a
off?
call. I went into a coma and came out with a British accent.
No, it's just what it. You know how your balls make your voice lower.
British?
At some point, yeah. They make when they take them off, they make it British. You're like, oh, I didn't know this would be the outcome. I'm really bad with.
Wow,
It's
that
like,
was
"Oh,
actually a good
I've been
one.
practicing."
That's crazy. That was the
Thank you.
first good accent I've
you.
ever heard out of you. That was really awesome.
Do I need to bring a little something back to remind us
Is it
that
the
I've
Chef
done?
Boyardee accent?
Chef Boyardee?
Yeah, that's
Chef
how he pronounced.
Boyardee.
That's how he pronounced it.
Ooh.
Chef Boyardee. In the commercials, look it up. He's like, "Hi, I'm Chef Boyardee."
I don't know.
Yes, it
sounds
is.
Like
Look it
you're
up.
saying Artie.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, I know.
Not
but
Chef
it sounds like
Boyardee.
you're saying
Not like Artie. His name
Like
was
that's
Archie.
the Dollar General
Yeah,
one.
Chef Boy Archie. I'm like, this doesn't. It's just a cat on the can. We're like Archie.
But
His name was Archie.
so yeah, he asked, and the people were like, "We're gonna have to look into that." And then they came back, and they were like, "Yeah, you just gotta like fill out this paperwork." And then they put it in a bag, and he just put it in his backpack and left the hospital with his like. Imagine being on like
No
the
cooling.
bus.
No cooling packs.
No, I
It
think
had to
that,
stink.
I mean, I think it was
Did they vacuum seal it?
fresh. It was probably that, yeah.
It's a vacuum sealed leg.
But then, yeah,
You got a sous vide machine at the hospital. They're like, oh, we never use this anyway.
he took it home, and yeah, he had his friend was married to a chef, so the chef cooked the leg for all of them, and like him and like 10 of his friends ate some of his leg. Would you eat some of my leg?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that you're
Yeah, but like
when in Rome.
when
but,
in
like,
Rome,
what the
do as the fuck. Like
I would eat any
because I mean
piece-
it's okay. Now here's the thing.
Mhm.
How I'm looking at this from my perspective, it's gonna make me sick as shit. It's gonna make anybody sick as shit. It's human meat. You ain't supposed to do that.
I mean,
It's a sin.
a sin doesn't make me sick. Otherwise, I'd never.
This
stop
will
throwing
absolutely
up.
make you sick if
I
you eat
don't
your
think
own.
it will.
If you eat human meat,
I don't think so.
regardless. When are you ever going to get the chance?
I know.
And it's not like you killed somebody and were eating them. It's a piece of your leg that
Exactly.
you wanted to get back, and you specifically wanted to have cooked and served.
If
So in
anybody-
that respect, it's not. It's technically the most cruelty-free meat I could eat if you offered me a piece of your leg.
Right.
So I would go out on a limb to say
I would
it's
too.
vegan meat, and I would eat
Bold
it.
choice. I would if it was
This is how I started eating people.
anyone I like even kind of knew. You know what I mean? I wanted
Yeah.
to know someone I'm familiar with. I don't want to eat a stranger's leg. It feels
No,
weird.
I feel like it needs to be like we know each other closely.
I just think it would be fun to do because like when the fuck
When the fuck are you ever going to get a chance
a once
to do
in a
that? Yeah.
lifetime if that possibility.
Did everybody eat it? Do you know? Like, did it say if like everybody?
They all ate it. One, I forgot how it was prepared. It was not a way I would have done it. But it was like
Yeah,
with
you
the-
would have just thrown it on a charcoal grill for 45 minutes and seen what happened.
That's not a bad idea. I just
Smoked
feel
it.
like you're making a case
Smoke
for
a big
me
old
cutting
leg.
my leg off.
Smoking a big old. Because I mean, imagine cutting mine off. That big old calf.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be delicious.
I don't know, but take that and take that and rub it in mustard and smoke it for a while. Let it
mean-
get fall apart tender.
I mean, it's not bad.
Baste
but
it
it
in
was
like
funny.
Cajun butter and just like let it get fall apart good.
I wish I could remember how it was made, but it was funny. The one of the people was like, "I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to spit you out." Like, just didn't like it. I think the guy even said it was like pretty tough. It wasn't like you definitely
Like tender, good meat.
Yeah, you weren't like, oh, I'm gonna have to eat more human meat,
Right, yeah.
which I think
but it was
is the
like
best case scenario.
it was like an
You don't want to be
experience
like,
for everybody.
wow, this is really.
You
good.
get the taste, you get the craving
Yeah.
for it.
Like, I don't know.
For human meat.
Yeah, we have monkey.
Would you eat monkey?
I don't think so.
So like if someone like okay, let's say it's like okay, you know the dumpling place?
Uh-huh.
The God bless whatever the fuck that place is called. It's so fucking good.
Ching, something.
Yeah,
and I don't think
I
I,
don't
should
know.
say it even if I did.
Yeah,
know.
it wouldn't sound good if you said.
Yeah, I know the first word's ching.
But you can't
Which
even say
seems
that.
wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
but
even-
it's-
that's so close. You shouldn't even say it.
Qing, which I've been told is
I
ching.
know that.
Yeah.
And but God, I just
It's like, and then the two next words start with X's. So I don't
Yeah.
even know how
I
many.
think that's with the Z pronunciation.
Yeah, I don't even know how
Ja?
to
It's like
pronounce
ja?
X words that we have in English,
Well, 'cause-
except X-ray and
Well, because there's a
X-Men
band.
and
There's a band I listen to.
extra.
It's
extra.
XIU, but it's,
Zuzu? Su Studio? You listening to Su
Yeah, I'm listening to Phil fucking Collins, motherfucker. I was so drunk
Studio
last.
brand headphones.
I was so drunk last night, and In the Air Tonight came on my shuffle, and like you always forget because like it's a good ass song,
right.
but you forget how the build up to it. It's so long, and it's like do do do, and you're just kind of like, and then it's I can feel, and then you get the I remember. And you're
That's
like,
the
"Holy
studio
fuck."
session we need to go back.
Oh
in
my
time
god!
to.
But why? What would we correct? There'd be nothing.
Oh
to
no,
fix.
just to take
just to
it
be
in.
there.
Yeah.
Be there when he hits that. Do 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 do.
He one takes everything, and he also does the microphone like you were doing. It's not an effect. He's just like,
I remember.
we're like, wow.
I remember.
But he's standing in one spot, and his head comes off and like wiggles.
Like,
we're
floats
"Holy
around
shit."
and just attaches back
I
onto
just
his
thought
body.
the song was.
I
good,
just thought
but
Phil
this
Collins
shit's
was fucking good.
crazy.
He's a fucking animal from another dimension.
But yeah. What were we talking about?
What?
What were we talking
What
about?
were we talking about?
Eating meat.
Eating human meat. Yeah. And
Oh, monkey. So it's
Yeah, monk.
dumplings.
Oh, okay, so dumpling
Oh,
place. Yeah, we did it. We came back. We did it.
Place, you piece of shits.
So, We go back to the dumpling place, and one of us gets the meat skewers again, like Cole got. Monkey meat, but like that, like seasoned and grilled and
I
roasted
think I
on a
would
little
prefer
skewer.
for it to be in a dumpling.
Like monkey meat in a dumpling.
Yeah. What does monkey meat probably taste like? Not good?
I mean,
Because I've always
if
wanted...
I had to go out on a limb and guess, no pun intended. Did you hear that little wheeze?
Yeah.
That was cute. It's a cute little wheeze. I'm dying.
No, you need to go to bed.
I do need to go to bed so bad. Human meat tastes like pork, but it's a little sweeter. So it would stand to reason that monkey meat would taste similar to human meat because we're both primates.
That's what I would
So
assume
I would go
as
out on a
well.
limb to say that monkey probably tastes like a gamier version of pork, maybe like closer to, not wild, like akin to wild boar, where it's probably like a sweet meat, like pork is, but like it's
I might
probably
try it
tough.
if it's presented to me. I just think monkeys are cool and cute.
There was, I don't know where it was. I don't even know if this was made up bullshit somebody was telling me, but there's some butcher shop around here where you could special order certain cuts of meat and they would like get them imported in, and because they could get ostrich and emu, which I guess is a common thing like in Australia and New Zealand.
Burgers are like big.
And I mean, and you could get stuff like bison and
And
stuff
you can
like
punch
that.
an emu to death easy.
Yeah, you can very easily punch an emu to death.
I think just the neck.
I think if it just runs up at you and you clotheslined an emu, it would probably
And
die.
it wraps around.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even wrap
and then you
around.
flip it onto a grill.
Oh my god, can you imagine? It whips around.
Could you imagine coming to the barbecue and I'm like, all right, guys, I'm gonna get the food started, and emu runs at me. I clothesline it. It wraps around my arm, and then I flip it onto the grill.
The neck wraps around where it like tight. You know, like when you were a kid and you would do that thing on the swing where you would like make it really tight and
it
then
would
like spin
flip
really
it,
fast.
yeah.
That's what happens with the neck, except it gets wound up and it's like some stupid cartoon where the tongue sticks out and the eyes are all stupid. And then as it's spinning back around, all the feathers, feet and head fly off, and it just looks like a big giant roast chicken, but with the little paper things on the feet, and you just throw it on the grill.
Yeah, and I'm like, nobody tell me shit about my barbecue.
Yeah, nobody can talk shit about my barbecue game. Then you just go, it's seasoned perfectly. It's just like,
and then I just burn it all to hell, and everyone's like,
but there's like a
feel like we were
nugget.
so
There's like a
close.
nugget of emu meat that's like this perfect
That's what
on
I
the
eat.
inside. And yeah, it's because you're the grill
This is
master. That's
perfect.
what you get.
Honestly, the only way to properly cook an emu is to burn the entire outside until you get this one little nugget, and that's the burger.
Juicy
I go through
meat.
so many emus trying to feed my family, and it's only for me.
There was my mom told me growing up, there was one time she went to her grandparents' house, and they had just gotten like a gas oven in the house. Like they had never had one before. And there was the clean function on it. And her grandma thought that meant like it would do something to like clean the outside of the meat, like the heat would like sterilize it or something.
Yeah.
Without realizing it meant it was going to heat the oven to like 800 degrees and like kill everything inside of it. And so she put the Christmas ham in the oven and hit clean, and they like couldn't get it, like they like couldn't like pull it because like they would pull the gas line out basically, and so they basically had to open the windows and let this thing just burn to a fucking crisp. And they pulled it out and it was like a layer this thick of just like charcoal around it, but there was like the juiciest hot little center of pink ham in the middle after they chipped away all the fucking
Wow,
charcoal.
I need you to write descriptions for pornos. The juiciest little hot center of pink ham. Wow.
If that didn't, if that didn't give you the
hard
vapor,
under the table.
yeah, that's
I gotta go home.
that's what makes the
I'm not gonna make it
That's what
home.
makes the podcast
I know,
pop up. I ain't gonna make it home. I'm gonna make it to the
Yeah, the
fucking.
podcast blows up because you said one thing about a ham that was
That's so
mistaken
hot.
for a pussy. Jesus Christ,
Jesus
I can't
Christ.
think straight.
I know you got me seeing stars thinking about that hot little warm pink.
I
center
just picture
ham.
cracking open a big black ham, and you get to the middle, and it's just a perfect little pussy.
Oh my god!
Grandpa's like,
Grandpa's just eating the shit out of it. Hey, Grandpa's eating all the ham, and that's all I'm gonna eat. Y'all
"You're
would-
too young to eat the ham. Go to your room." I don't live here.
you
Go to a
wouldn't-
room.
You wouldn't
That's
be
not-
here
that's-
if Grandpa didn't know how to eat ham. Now go to bed.
Yeah, your grandma's just like,
Your grandma's
He's
just
still got
standing
it.
there in the kitchen. Like,
We don't have sex anymore, but he still has it. Damn shame to let it go to waste because I got to burn more hams for that hot
God.
pink juice.
Just
center.
just vicariously watch your husband eat a ham pussy and dream about the
It
good
does,
old days.
yes, it does it for you.
I mean,
That's
I
all it
guess
takes.
just touching yourself, watching your husband eat a pink ham pussy.
God, could you imagine?
I don't want to. That
Dinner
sounds like
is
an awful
served.
life.
Someone's like, I'll have what he's having.
Boo.
Boo!
Boo. Boo.
That's your grandparents.
Leave them
you sick son of a
alone.
bitch.
God. Do you people have to sexualize everything?
You watch that old home movie, you're like, is this Christmas at Grandma and Grandpa's? You don't remember it, but your grandpa's just
Eating a ham pussy. Just,
Whoa!
he's carved the
They're like,
ham.
yeah, every year
Carved the
he
ham
got
in the shape of
he
a
got
pussy.
the
He's got
knives out.
the electric knives.
Yeah. And then that sound when it hits the plate, everyone's like,
Hits the bone. There's just bone chips everywhere.
he's just eating the bone.
He's just eating the
The
bone
fuck
out,
is going
sucking
on?
the ham marrow
So
out.
did we ever have food? Yeah, just sides. Sides
Yeah,
that
just
didn't look like
sides.
genitals.
Yeah, all the genital,
Genitalia?
all the
We
genital
still
food
don't know.
Grandpa got first servings of, and he always ate all of it.
He didn't even eat it. He
All the
just licked
pussy-shaped
all-
foods Grandpa loved.
You know, pork.
Some type of flowers laid out.
Yeah, he just like, eating shit that looked like it. He ate a Georgia O'Keeffe painting that we
bunch-
had in the living room.
He had a bunch of ham in a pack and a Buddig lunch meat pack one time that looked just
Buddig.
right when he ripped it open. But it was one of those rips where you tears half the package all
Yeah.
the way down. God damn it! I didn't want all the meat on this sandwich, which you did. Don't fucking lie. You were
You
gonna
mean
open
those
another
little
one.
packs?
Yeah, the little packs. You gotta
course.
put 4 of those on a piece of bread.
I don't know
Just
about
eat
that.
it.
Yeah, Totino's pizza roll.
Oh my god! You take Totino's pizza and smack Buddig lunch meat between it,
That's
and
not
that's
what
how
I
you
meant.
make
I
the
meant you
sandwich.
eat it out.
No, Grandpa takes 4 packs of Buddig lunch meat and puts it between
Budding.
Buddig puts it between
Budding. Don't even
Buddig.
fucking
It's
do this.
Buddig. There's no N.
You're such a bitch.
I want there to be N, but there isn't.
Yeah, but you thought there was. So
I
you're
know
on the
it's.
same-
I'm on
it's
team
budding.
budding. I'm
That's-
with you.
Yeah, you gotta say budding, and I'm gonna edit half of this out.
I have to say it accurately in my own mind so I don't feel stupid.
No, we're right.
Budding.
It's changed.
It's changed.
Yeah.
It's budding.
It's a fucking. It's bigger than the
It's a
Bernstein
big
Bears.
conspiracy.
It's bigger than the
Big
Bernstein
conspiracy
Bears. We're
against the
gonna figure
Dapper
it out.
Dads. Big budding
To
going.
slightly upset them.
Big
when one
budding
of them
going up the
points
bat
out.
with the Dapper Dads. These motherfuckers.
Also, correction from now 2 episodes ago. Brawny paper towels. Brawny.
What were we saying?
Bounty.
Oh shit, we were saying bounty.
Yeah.
It is
and
brawny.
when you said bounty, I was like, I think it's something else. But then I couldn't think of what the
But it's
name was.
brawny.
So then I was like, it's probably bounty.
Yeah, this is why we
So
don't
there
get
goes
sponsorships.
this, yeah, out
Yeah,
the
this is-
window in a. It's honestly, we should be sponsored for how quick we've ruined brand deals.
Yeah, I think we need to be sponsored by a company that sponsors
'Cause
bad brand
imagine,
deals.
Imagine my upset when I wanted the cover. I wanted to name the episode "Bodies by Bounty" is what we
Uh-huh.
said, because I was like, that's perfect. That's just a fun sounding episode name. And then I'm like, I go to look for it, and I'm just looking at Bounty paper towels, and I'm like,
You're like, where's the
these
guy?
are all like the yellow and the green, and we've seen this. Did they change? And I'm like, I don't find a man, not even a headless man. And then I was like, wait, I think it's Brawny. And then I typed in Brawny. It's just this dude everywhere. And I was like, no, we fucked up. And then all the letters we got immediately after the episode
all the
aired.
cease and desist episodes that we got.
Yeah.
And all the letters calling us just fucking stupid. Like, we used to get
Yeah.
fan mail, but now people just tell us that we're fucking horrific and
in
stupid
record
all the
time,
time.
like the audio technically drops at 4:30 a.m. traditionally, and we're getting
Traditionally.
letters by 6. I wake up to letters.
I'm getting emails at 4:35 by people who are
I'm waking
listening
up
to
to
the
letters from across the country mailed, and I'm like,
there's no way.
With the state
but
of
and it has like
USPS?
express 1-day stamp on it, and it's like,
Yeah.
did you people
express 2 hours? You're like, how would that even
the
work?
weekly
one
review?
man flies it directly to
it's
our
fucking-
yard.
That's
and
his
throws
job.
that up.
That's his
Yeah,
only
he's got
job.
A whole bag.
He's just dumping it out. His muscles are huge because of all the fucking bags of mail he has to carry to our yard. Just bags of hate mail.
Yeah.
We're like, more hate mail today, Chuck? And he's like, absolutely.
He's like, there's one nudie pic in it, but it got lost in the shuffle.
It got lost in the mail, if you know what I mean.
He's
And we're like,
just
you're a piece of shit,
masturbating in
Chuck.
the airplane.
Oh
you
my
can tell
God.
'cause it's
It's just shaky
Come
everywhere.
before.
Beep, 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 beep.
If this,
It just flies.
if this plane's a rockin', please God help us. We're
If
all
this
gonna
plane's
die.
if you see this plane a rock, and that means the bitch fell off the back.
I was trying to think of it too, but it just Wasn't there. We can't live in the bitch in the back.
You can't have a bitch fall off the back of the plane.
Ago.
It was moments ago, and it's still technically moments away from happening again.
Yeah,
us getting the shirts is moments away.
I want to find the shirt in person. And
Gotta
then I'll
go to
know
Sturgis and see Smash Mouth and Trapped and Buck Cherry, and then you can get
Buck
the
Cherry
shirt.
was there?
Buck Cherry was there.
Fuck, I'm a crazy bitch.
But they're really old and fat now.
That main guy can't be fat.
Josh Todd is so fat now.
Is he?
No, I wish
that
he
would be
was,
crazy because he's always been tiny.
Tiny and heroin-y looking.
Yeah, which I think was because of all the heroin.
I think if I had to guess, it was all the heroin.
This guy looked. I've always wanted the heroin chic look without the heroin, but I'm starting to think in my old age I might have to do the heroin because my metabolism is, slowing down. I'm getting older.
Slowing down. Need some heroin to really
every
speed
day.
it up.
Yeah, just a little heroin to look cool. Like they all look cool.
Yeah.
I felt like this.
Everybody that does heroin looks cool.
I'm surprised I haven't done heroin for how much I've idolized people who did heroin.
Interesting. The lights got darker when you said that, and so I feel like you're gonna die of heroin.
I mean, you wouldn't jump off the bridge, so I had to try.
I won't jump off the
You'll
bridge
be there
because
to
there's
be
probably
like,
a bunch of heroin needles in the river, and that's how you.
Why
get
would that
addicted.
be the case?
I don't know. It's a bad part of town. What bridge are you jumping
That
off of
bad?
in a good part of town? Is there any bridges in the good part of town?
Yeah, there's bridges everywhere.
Bridges over troubled water?
And it can be like a little bridge. You know
Islands
what I mean?
in the stream.
No.
That is what we are.
No, not me. I'm an island. No man is an island.
Find an island far away from me?
Now we're just speaking.
Now we're just saying things
Get
we
down
want to say
the
to each
facts. We're going to eat each other, I think.
Yeah. Would you eat me?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Like same scenario, but reversed, you would eat me?
I would be pressing you to cook your leg.
I would
you would be like, I don't know if I want to do it. And I'd be like, oh, I'm already like, I got the chef's hat on. I'm like,
Get the chef's hat and the apron.
that
Says
says if
blow the cook.
if you can read this, the bitch
fell
fell off
the back.
Yeah, right.
If you could read this, the bitch fell off the stove.
Yeah.
We've got him for every
Cooks
scenario
do
in
it
life.
hotter in the kitchen. Cooks do it in the kitchen. And that's what it says. Cooks do it hotter. No, cooks do it in the kitchen.
And then you
Real long.
flip it up and it says blow the chef.
Yeah. It has a dick.
No, you lift it up. Yeah, it's like a dick towel, but it's a dick apron.
Yeah.
And then you
And
lift it up.
my penis
It
is
says
also
below the chef with the arrow, and the arrow is a dick and balls, and it's pointing down at
And
your
my-
dick because you have to lift up where your dick is with the
and
smock.
and my dick's out,
This is my
but I don't
blowjob
have
smock.
balls anymore. Blowjob
You
bib.
wake up in the blowjob bib with a smock in a universe where you don't have balls. Imagine.
A blowjob bib and a smock implies
A blowjob
such
bib,
a messy
it implies
blowjob.
like I want
one
give
of
it
the
sock
others.
it to me.
One of the it's too messy. You're like, I didn't know this was possible.
I don't want to harp on it, but I was watching a porno the other day,
It feels like we're gonna harp on this.
and the girl, it started with
Driest blowjob?
started with some kissing,
Wow, that's uncharacteristic for you.
uncharacteristic for me, and she started like
You like women to be hit.
I now
And
with,
called dogs.
No, whoa! I
And
didn't say I
peed
jerked.
on.
Whoa! I didn't say I jerked
Peed
off
into.
to it. I said I come about it. I didn't say I jerk
You
off to
like
it. I
to
come about it.
pee in women.
I would if one would let me.
Ladies, call 402-7 Dapper if you don't respect yourself.
Yeah, nobody that ever sleeps with me respects themselves. You think I would? Okay, if a woman's not mentally ill, or if a woman doesn't have a mental illness and doesn't respect her and respects herself, she's not going to sleep with me.
Thought you were gonna say something else, and I was like, boy, oh boy. Now I have something to call back to when you go. One time I said something more
And I
offensive. You said if a woman has to be mentally ill or retarded
I
to
didn't
sleep
say
with
that.
me.
No,
That's what it sounded like.
I said a woman either has to be mentally ill or
A
just
dog.
a dog to get sleep with me. Yeah.
That's fine because you're saying it about yourself.
Yeah, because I suck. No woman that respects herself is going to sleep with me.
No.
No, not at all.
Anyway, they were kissing in the porno.
So they're kissing in the porno, and then she starts kissing his neck, kisses down to the blowjob. I was like, I can't remember the last time I
like the
seen
Young
it.
Thug song I love where he's like,
Kiss. Oh God.
Hold on, wait,
Give me the
wait,
order.
wait.
Give me the order.
because it's like, you said when you see me, you're going to fuck me to death. You said that. You said you're going to kiss on my neck to my chest to my navel, then dick and nuts.
Yes.
The most romantic thing a woman can do. Kiss on my neck, my chest, and my navel, my dick, and
my
nuts.
That if you just kiss me in that order, I'll propose.
Navel to nuts.
I don't know if I
want
to get my navel kissed, but
like I'm talking about the
like
word.
kissing down.
Like you
the
wouldn't
word.
say like dick and balls is better than nuts in that scenario.
Really? You think
Yeah, nuts.
so? I mean,
You
yeah.
can kiss on my neck to my chest to my navel and dick and nuts. Why don't you just say cock and nuts?
Kissed on my neck to my chest to my navel, my dick and my balls.
I mean, neither is good.
Just the flow sounds off. Nuts feels like it flows
Dick and
better.
balls? No. Dick and
Dick
nuts.
and balls.
It's just this going,
Dick and balls.
dick and nuts. I don't know. There's something better.
Yeah, it is. You're touching my dick
It's
and
just
nuts.
so jarring to go neck, chest, navel, dick, nuts.
Nuts.
Crazy.
Imagine nuts being the last thing that gets kissed. Like
I
what
know.
happened? Like what do you? What,
Yeah, man.
like what happened? She kissed the dick and you say too low, but then lower.
No, imagine she kisses your neck, your chest, your navel.
I wish.
Your dick, and then you're like, oh hell yeah, and then she just goes on your balls and leaves.
That's it. It's done.
Yeah, you're like, no, you were supposed to.
And she
hang
turns
out.
back and goes, "Wasn't that the best blowjob you ever had in your life?" And just walks out the door. And you're like, "Women are dogs."
Yeah. You dog-faced demon bitch, come kiss my navel again. I like
Just come
this.
kiss me. I like getting kissed.
Please,
Please.
my nipple, it's slipping away.
If somebody would just kiss me without me asking for it.
You can't ask for kisses.
Nah.
Anyway, so this porno,
What about a hug?
kissing.
That's all I wanted to talk about was just the kiss.
Oh, just the kiss. All right,
That's
let's
what-
get into.
I just thought that was really nice. Like
So
it was just
kissed
good-
all the way down and put.
Kiss all the way down and nice blowjob too. Like it wasn't one of those ones where
not
it's
demeaning.
not demeaning or anything. Like
That's
it was
nice
like
for her.
it was. I don't want to say it was
He
like
didn't just grab her head a little
yeah,
bit.
like it was like he just let her do what she was doing. You know, her hair was already back in a ponytail. It was perfect. Like it worked well.
Have you seen that? Like, I think it's been a little bit ago now, but it was like a joke, maybe like TikTok or Instagram thing, where like your boyfriend's sitting on the couch, like playing video games or something, and you walk up to him in front of him, and you tie your hair back, and you get down on your knees, and you look for something under the couch. And these videos, like, you see pain. You know what I mean? When you're like,
Yeah.
because could you imagine that? Like
I
that
don't, I don't
feeling?
want pain.
Yeah.
Just fall
Like
out
you
of the
can
chair.
see, it is funny because you see like the guy like at first when the hair's going up, and then as she starts getting down on her knees, you see just like that look of like, oh my god,
Like it's happening.
Is this
Like it's
gonna
finally happening.
And then when she like looks on the couch and pulls something out and like looks at it and then gets up, you just see like, and one I even seen like the wasted thing, the GTA.
Yeah,
like,
that's how men kill themselves. Like that's why people don't want to talk about male suicide rates. Is because of shit like this.
Yeah, it's because of blowjob pranks. What are you
Yeah.
doing to me, baby?
Yeah, don't
I
blow.
called you a
If you
dog.
blowjob prank me, we will fight for days. We'll fight for months.
I remember
Everything you do for me, you're like, hey, do you want me to get you some food on the way home?
No,
I
I
don't know.
wanted
Why
you
don't
to
you just
suck.
pretend that you're gonna suck my dick, you fucking bitch? Like for everything.
Yeah, I remember.
Like you're gonna insist we break up, and I'm gonna be like, oh, why don't you just pretend to suck my dick, you fucking bitch? It's the only thing I say to her forever. I love you. Good night. I love you too. Now why don't you pretend to suck my dick, you fucking bitch?
I remember when I was in high school, this one girl I was really good friends with, we were somehow talking about like sex stuff, and she was like, I love texting my boyfriend in the middle of the day and being like, I'm gonna suck your dick later. And I was like, oh my god, I was already weirdly
Risque.
attracted to you, but
Yeah.
this is way hotter. And then she's like, and then the best part is I just never do it. And I was like, what the fuck is
My face was like
wrong
that
with
meme
you?
where the guy's like, and then it's the
Yeah.
other thing. Like that.
And I remember being like
never do
upset. And
Yeah,
she
I'm
was like,
upset for
why
the guy.
are you? She's like, it's a joke. And I was like, your joke, what you're saying to me is a joke, or you do that for real as a joke?
as
She's
a
like, I do that as a joke. We
That's
both
not
know.
funny.
And I was like, so he's grown accustomed to this hell that you forced
Oh
him
my
into.
god!
And she goes,
that
watch.
poor
And
guy.
she texts him, I'm gonna suck your dick later. And he replied like, haha, yeah, right. And I was like, oh my god.
This poor man.
I don't agree with cheating, but he should be
He should
cheating
be
on you
going
right
and
now.
getting his
She
dick
was like,
sucked.
I do it all the time. And I was like, that's so fucked up. And she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like,
That's fucked
that's
up.
just a shitty thing to do. Not even
Like,
being
yeah,
a
that's
horny
really shit.
man,
Not
but like,
e-
that's just
I'm-
shitty.
yeah, I'm not saying like a girl can't change her mind and not
Yeah,
want to
but
suck
you're
your
just being
like
facetious.
if you're like, hey,
doing-
like if like you text me earlier
Yeah,
in
if
the day
you- yeah.
and you're like, hey, I'm gonna suck your dick, and then like later comes up and you're like, hey, I'm sorry, work really
Yeah.
sucked and I don't want a dick in my mouth right
Yeah,
now.
if
I
you-
get it. I get that.
1,000%. If you text me in the afternoon, you're like, I'm gonna suck your dick, and then later you pull it out and you're like, oh, it's just so big and throbbing. I don't think I can. I get it.
I
It
get
happens all the
You
time.
pull it out and you're like, this thing is so fucking big
You
and
try
juicy.
to a
I
little
just
bit, and you're like, my jaw, baby. And I'm
you're like,
I
my
know.
jaw
Let me just
please stick it in my fat pussy
put,
instead.
yeah, let me just put it in your fat pussy again. I guess you dog.
The growl, just like the accepted growl. Yeah, I guess. Just
No,
go ahead.
she's growling.
Yeah, I guess just go ahead and put it in there, you dog.
But yeah, I remember that, and I remember being like, "That's so shitty," and she could not wrap her head around it.
No, that sucks because it's like it's like
that'd be like if I was like, "Hey, baby, I'm gonna make dinner tonight. Don't worry about it." And then you get home, and I'm just playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is dinner, you dog?" Like,
dog.
You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, it's just like a promise, and yeah, if things
it's
can
just like
change,
a weird thing to joke about.
And
Like I don't feel like
especially like as a guy, like it doesn't happen all the time. And it's just the best
so
thing
when
ever.
it does,
it's
the best thing ever. It's all I want. It's
like,
all
hey,
I constantly
I won $1 million
want.
and I'm going to give it all to you. And I'm like, oh boy. And then you get home and you punch me in the face and say,
Yeah,
you're like, there is no money. Actually, we're in debt.
Actually, it's like someone texting you and being like, hey, I'm going to get takeout for dinner. And you're like, sweet, there's going to be takeout when I get home.
Yeah.
And you find out they just got takeout for themselves
they
for
just
dinner.
wanted to tell
and
you
you come
that.
home and you're like, is there takeout? And they're like, oh, yeah.
There was.
What are you going to have for
enough.
dinner?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Are
damn.
you hungry?
Are you
should have
hungry?
said something.
And then you're extra pissed because it's like, not only is there no takeout, this bitch doesn't even consider the fact that I will be hungry when I get home from work.
You're like, what the fuck else was going to be the option?
This bitch has no consideration for my personal life and feelings. Like, I'm a person too.
It's like, this bitch is a dog.
It's like, this bitch is a dog.
But yeah, I'll never forget. I literally thought of this like a couple months ago. Something about blowjobs came up like it did, and I was like, I'll never forget that crazy shit.
That is just so fucking wild. I can't
just
imagine doing that. It's mean.
Yeah, they didn't work out, believe it or not.
Believe it or not. Yeah, and I bet that guy had a fucking complex about it too.
I don't know. That dude sucks too. But then part of me sometimes is like, maybe
guy
it's because
sucks.
of the blowjobs.
Yeah, maybe the blowjob thing fucked him up. Like, that's
like,
his
how
Joker
many-
story.
Like how? I'll watch that greedy reboot. How many times do you have to get that
Shot
text?
a bunch of people on the subway because a girl was like, I'm gonna suck your dick. Just kidding.
Because the first time you get that text and it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, she forgot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that happens. That's fine. Maybe it'll happen the next couple of days. It doesn't. You're like, whatever. She just completely spaced about sucking my dick. Just the most important thing to me.
It's the most important thing to me.
And then
in the
she
world
does it
that I
again. You're
think
like,
about
all
the
right,
time.
redemption. It's gonna be a good one. Like
It's gonna be a
she's
great
got
one
she
because she
remembered, like,
realized
oh,
she
fuck.
forgot the other day, and now she's gonna fucking.
And then it
happen.
doesn't happen, and you're like, I wonder if. Do I know what blowjobs are? You know what I mean? You start to second guess yourself. And then eventually you're just like, good joke. Hey, everybody. My girlfriend just texted me that she's going to suck my dick. Fun inside joke we have where she just doesn't do it, everybody.
Isn't that hilarious?
Funny,
Don't you
Jeff?
want to
Just
laugh
like,
at it?
whoa. She's
Just
not
like,
sucking my
feel-
dick either, buddy.
Oh, buddy, I'm not in your relationship. I don't know why you're dragging me into this because it's so fucking funny.
Aren't you
I
having
can't
a
imagine that
big
nobody.
laugh? Everybody, let's have a big laugh about
Everybody
how my dick
laugh about
isn't
it
getting
right
sucked.
now.
And it's fine. It's totally fine. She's just never even, like if you never even bring it up, do you think at some point he's like, hey, sometimes you like offer to give me a blowjob and it doesn't happen? What's up with that? And she's like, it's just a joke to me.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah. And then you just,
That would hurt me. That would hurt me for the.
I feel like I would break up with the
Can you
person.
imagine how much that would like hurt on a personal level?
Yeah, it's fucked
And not
up.
just as a man that wants a blowjob all the time, but for somebody to be like, oh, offering you this thing that you would really like as a joke to
And then
me.
and then not giving it to you is
That
funny
feels
to
like
me.
a really shitty power play. Like anybody that would treat you like that, you don't want them sucking your dick anyway, fellas.
Yeah.
There's the lesson for
Yeah.
you. You
Make
think
her
you
walk
want?
in
You
and
think
you sucking your own dick and say, I didn't even have to text myself. Or
I didn't
forget
even have
about
to-
it. Say a lot of weird things.
Oh,
while
I
your
didn't
dick's
even
in
have
your
to
mouth.
joke with myself. In fact, I told myself earlier, I was like, I'm gonna blow you later, and I said, ha ha ha, I bet it's not gonna whatever. And then here I am blowing
then I
myself
did it.
because I wanted to surprise myself, and it's not a joke to me. Blowing myself is not a joke.
I had a dream like a week ago that I blew myself.
How'd that go? Did it feel more like getting your dick sucked or sucking a dick?
Felt more like sucking. I could only do like the head.
Which seems
I wasn't like
probable.
gagging on it.
Oh my god, you're
I
just
did a
going all
little
the way
bit
down.
to make myself feel good, but even myself knew I was just full of it. Like
Your-
it's not that big.
Your pubes are tickling your own nose. You're like, this sucks.
Yeah, the belly's on my forehead.
Oh my god. No, the belly
God,
would be on
Kim.
your chin.
I can't think of this. I can't think of this at all.
I don't want
This doesn't make any.
I don't want to think about walking in on you in that position. That's what sounds fucked up.
Is my asshole very exposed, right?
Oh, very.
Very exposed.
Like your legs got to be like spread, I feel like. Unless you're keeping them like
hold 'em.
straight in front of you like this.
Yeah. I think that's the answer. Maybe we should try it. When was the last time you tried to suck your own dick just to see?
Years ago. Like
How
years and
many
years.
years?
I don't know.
Like were you like 11?
Yeah, I had to be like
'Cause
in
I
high
feel like I
school the
was, like,
last time I tried
12,
to suck my own
11 or
dick.
12. I remember the pajama pants I was wearing when I tried to do it. through the slit because they didn't want my mom to come in.
This morning before you came here to record.
I'm already wearing pajama pants, and I am still trying
those pajama bottoms you're wearing right now.
Yeah, these.
With your meaty little dick sticking out.
Finally, someone describes it properly. Been walking around here and it's fat, huge, humongous, gazonga, auga, radical, tubular, cowabunga, all this shit you hear.
Cowabunga cock, my guy.
Woo!
For sure.
Shaka, bruh. Shaka cock.
Shaka cock, my guy. Ride the wave in on that thing for sure. Totally tit-tacular and tubular, my guy.
You know, your typical shit, but no one's ever said that.
Cock fucking tacular, my guy. Bazinga wongas. Look at these maracas.
Whatever you just said finally summed up what I was looking for. I forgot already, but the meaty little stick.
Meaty little cock. Just a little piece of meatloaf, like a stick of meatloaf just in there. Just a meaty little
stick of meatloaf.
You know, like when you get like a piece of meatloaf, like a big old long piece of meatloaf.
How tall is your meatloaf? Your
long,
pants are obtuse.
It's a big old long meatloaf.
Irregular?
Irregularly too
I bought these
meatloaf.
cheap regular pans.
See, what you do is you empty beans out of a can, pour your meatloaf into the bean can, put the bean can in the oven.
What are you,
plop
a
it
hobo?
out. Yeah, I'm making can loaf meatloaf.
I love a good can loaf.
Your dick looks like a can of meaty little meatloaf.
I mean, that's pretty girthy.
Meaty little cock loaf can.
All right, we gotta. I also had that dream about me and Matt and Cole and 21 Savage.
Fucking crazy.
Should I repeat that?
Yeah, why would 21 Savage do that to us? Go ahead and regale the people.
I had a dream that me, Matt, young Kurt himself, were going to ride jet skis. So we obtained the jet skis and drove them down the street, which I think is not possible.
It's highly possible.
To drive a jet ski down the street?
I mean, I didn't say it would go well, but like you can do it.
Because I was like, are they like snowmobiles where you can like get around a bit?
No, you can do it. It's just, it's gonna suck.
I don't think it's gonna work. Anyway, it worked flawlessly. I take off, and then I look back, they're gone. So I immediately assumed we were in a race. And then I like go a little bit ahead, and then I'm like, maybe we're not in a race. I should go see where they're at. And I go back to get them, and I can't find them. And then there's like this hill and like a gas station, and I see 21 Savage, the rapper from London.
No, the other 21 Savage.
The old white man that works in accounting. Jim 21 Savage.
James 21 Savage.
Yeah, 21 Savages fleeing the scene, some might say, with a gun and a grin. And then for some reason, I'm like, I have to go up there and see. And then I find both Matt and Cole on the ground, bleeding very graphically everywhere. Like Cole's intestines are out. Like they really did a number on them.
With guns?
Yeah.
Shot his intestines out?
I think if you like had a shotgun or something.
What did they do? Just cut a line through him?
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. I showed up and I'm like, oh my God. And they're like very clearly dying and like, oh, like it's pretty traumatic. So I called 911 and I was like, my buddies were shot and they're dying. They need someone here right away. And they were like, I don't know. It's going to be like 4 hours. And I was like, what?
4 hours?
And they're like, yeah, it just doesn't seem like that
it's just,
big of a problem.
Like it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
even.
Like there's a bunch of
totally
other stuff
fine
going on.
In fact, we're just going to get out of here.
And then Matt gets up and starts just like jumping around dancing. And then it's like, yeah, I got shot in the head, but this beanie protected me. And then there's still just like a big hole in his head. And they're both still bleeding everywhere. And he's just up and he's like, well, we're fine. And then some other lady comes up and is like, oh my God. And then she calls 911 and they're like, what? That sounds fucked up. We'll be there immediately.
So they didn't listen to you. Oh, so as a white man, they're not going to take you seriously.
But it was a black lady. I don't know if that matters.
I think that means that that's the way the world should be.
I do like the idea.
I like this world where where cops listen to black women instead of white men. That makes me happy.
Well, I think it's a 911 operator or just a dude. It kind of felt like just a dude.
Yeah.
The lines got crossed.
Yeah.
What's up?
They're
Why
like
does everybody keep calling me with
like
these tragedies?
They're like, oh, he's probably just fucking drunk right now, and he can't even fucking function, and he's just saying his buddy's dead and shot to death.
No, buddy, I'm sober. I'm driving driving a jet ski down the street.
Drunkest woman in the world calls. There's blood everywhere.
Oh my God, we'll be there immediately.
Ma'am, thank you for your credible recollection of the events that happened here today. We'll be there immediately.
And then they like took him off, and then I went to like an old school.
Old strip club.
Yeah, I went to an old strip club.
Got
Strip club is
lost.
a new building. The women are just elderly. And they were like, well, you like what you see,
Hey, you
sonny?
like what you're seeing? And they're
I was
like,
like, you look like
them.
a dog. And she was like, yeah, I do. Back in my day, we only had 2 breeds.
Back in my day, we had
big and small.
we had two breeds, black labs and yellow labs. That was it.
Please continue these stories. I'll be averting my eyes because this is absolutely disgusting.
She's got her old titties out like this and just smacking you in the face. She's like, J. Edgar Hoover sucked on these bad boys.
I don't even know what president he was.
He wasn't. He was head of the FBI.
Exactly.
Cross-dresser. Allegedly.
Yeah, did he wear panties while he did it, Green?
Big maybe.
Big maybe.
Big maybe. No cap.
Okay, she's like, you wore these panties. They're just disgusting.
Just some old ass lady. She's like, William Howard Taft sucked on these. You're like the guy that they had to cut out of a bathtub. That was the fattest president ever. That's the one that got stuck in a bathtub.
You don't learn enough of these
Fun facts about the president.
Yeah, you know how.
Who was the one that like died in 30 days?
James Adams.
James Madison?
James Madison Adams.
James Madison.
Madison. Ashley Madison.
Ashley Madison. The website?
Yeah, the cheating website. Is that for cheating?
That's for cheating. Yeah, that's for sure for cheating because you have accounts and all those accounts got leaked. Remember?
Yeah, I was just always confused on like the.
Yeah, you go there to just basically be like, I have a wife and this is where I can be honest about it, and I want to fuck around, or I have a husband and I'm just being honest about it, and I want to fuck around, and it's like,
and
hey,
then someone texts you, I'm gonna suck your dick later, but they never show up.
Can you imagine getting an
That's the
Ashley
website.
Madison account, which I can't imagine costs less than $50 a year at least?
Oh yeah, I bet it's expensive to keep your secret.
Yeah, because they know what the market is.
How does that come up on billing? I wonder.
Oh, it's got to come up as like
Pizza Hut. You spent $170 a month at Pizza Hut.
I mean, I love see they have
the company meeting. I forgot it was a potluck.
I get reimbursed with company stock.
Listen, it was a potluck, and there's this whole thing with this
We got
giant
interns
check
now,
that thinks
and
we
it's
eat
like-
babies. So
and-
I had to bring pizza to
So
move
I had
everything over.
the check starts screaming a bunch of stuff
Babies.
and how it's gonna
Thinks
get
I
like
paid in
the
babies.
check has like a union or something, and it's gonna get like
Which is
it's people out
crazy,
here because they have a union for giant checks.
Yeah,
that,
this is the first one I've ever seen.
I don't want to like say the check is mentally ill, but it will not shut up about the babies thing. So like I feel like it's really just
There's
fixing.
something
It's
there,
milking that at work to get things that it
and
wants.
it's milking
like,
everywhere. It seems
it's
to be
like you know your
pregnant,
it's like you
which
know your
implies
it's like
that
you know your coworker that like got like a foot injury and like suddenly can't do a
didn't
bunch
even
of
let us eat it at the potluck.
right, and like didn't even offer me sliced grilled pieces of their foot next time I saw them
fucked
after
up.
they told me about the foot injury.
Even though
and
we
it's
all
like-
know his grandpa's gonna eat it like a pussy.
yeah, even though we all know his grandma's just gonna hit clean on the oven and put his foot in there and just gonna be a juicy hot little pink piece of foot in the middle that you're gonna eat like a tiny little
Like a
pussy.
little pussy.
A
Like those
little pussy.
fleshlights that are feet you can fuck, but from the weirdest angle.
That are feet from behind for some reason. That
Yeah,
are feet
from the top.
That's the pussy where the bone would be in the leg for some reason. And then like what
'Cause you
happens?
take the bone out.
What happens? What kind of fucking Jeffrey Dahmer wants to recreate that scenario where he cuts the fucking bone out of
cool one.
the cool Jeffrey Dahmer that wants with a foot fetish but only for feet? Oh, it's like that conspiracy where like the shoes with the feet in them keep washing up on the like
Oh yeah.
in that river in New York or whatever. But it's just because
foot river.
yeah, the guy's trying to fuck all the feet.
Yeah, and he's like, these ones suck. I
He
know
does-
one day
'cause he
It's
doesn't-
It's his
'cause-
personal
'cause-
Cinderella situation.
Because he doesn't need the bones or the shoes, and so he puts them together and just tosses them in the river, and he's
Right,
fucking the
just
feet.
But he's waiting for a real Cinderella.
Big government SWAT team swings in. They're like, "Whoa, whoa,
We're
you
just
can't."
guessing.
We're just guessing. And they're like, "Oh, okay, and they just
Okay,
crawl
fair
out of
enough.
here.
We should reboot Cinderella, and the guy fucks the feet. Because in the original Cinderella,
Gets graphic 9-minute single frame shot foot jobs from the Wicked Stepmother and Stepsisters.
yeah, but in the original they cut their feet. To
Yeah, they
try
like
to
cut
fit
their
into
toes.
the slipper.
And then doesn't a crow peck their eyes out or something?
It's implied. Oh, I hate that happened.
Oh, that sucks.
How would that be? I just got a
Nah.
I just got a text that said I'm gonna suck your dick, and I have theories that this isn't
I
gonna
think
happen
it
at
might
all.
be fake.
Said Slam. Huh.
I'm just gonna start texting
gonna
you that
suck
during
your
the week.
slim
I'm just gonna
dick.
say I'm gonna suck your dick later.
No, then I'm gonna be all horny for dick sucks.
I know.
And be
It's
like,
gonna
hey.
it's gonna ruin your life until the next time. Next time we record, I'm actually here before you. I'm down here. I'm just like setting up.
Sucking my dick.
I know, like, oh, crazy. And like, but like I'm down here. I'm setting up. You just run downstairs and just run and just dick in my mouth because like you were so horny from me texting you. I'm gonna
Son
suck
of a
your dick
bitch.
later.
Have
Son of a
3
bitch!
days.
It's not gonna suck itself, you dog. And just
Yeah, I'm real aggressive with you. I get excited and I'm thrusting while you're blowing.
I had a girl specifically tell me not to do that one time.
Oh yeah, I could only imagine that you would get way too vigorous with your thrust.
I'm sorry. I had a girl that was really into the thrusting, and then the girl after that was not into the thrusting.
Oh, it's crazy that people have different limits.
I know. I'm just saying. I
your
wasn't
weird
thinking about it when I was
dick.
getting my dick sucked. Okay, I'm sorry.
Put the belly on their
I was
forehead.
getting my curly whirlies all figured out. All right.
The anus?
No, none of that.
It's not a blowjob when you fuck a girl in the ass.
No, that's not right.
It's an ass job, right?
Sure. Is that what we're calling it
Anus
now?
job? I've seen the term ass job on porn.
curly
and it's
whirly
crazy.
job?
I mean, we gotta start.
We got to patent the
uploading.
curly whirly job.
The curly whirly feels like when you fuck someone in the butt and they spin around,
Yeah.
right?
Or they're inside. You're just inside
They're
of
inside of
somebody.
me.
You're inside of somebody, and they are spinning around. You're in a hole, and that hole is spinning around.
Blowjob and they're just.
Can you
spinning
imagine?
around.
It's like the
Like,
poltergeist.
yeah,
the body's
when
like
people can walk around in a circle.
on their toes, so it's just a very slow rotation.
Yeah, am I on the floor?
Yeah, you're on a floor.
Not on the bed, right?
Oh, and
She's
then they
gonna
go to
eat
like
shit.
step over your body, and they're just
Eat
like
shit while she's eating my dick.
you.
That's a dapper dad
Imagine
statement if I've ever heard
A
one.
girl is blowing you, and then
Uh-huh.
she starts doing the slow little steps around like that, and then gets to your face, and then you're 69ing.
Wow, it feels like there were ulterior
Art
motives.
house. Beautiful move.
What if she's like the Exorcist when she comes down the stairs? And she's sucking
backwards
my dick.
and shit.
Oh.
Whatever, man. As long as does it
So
feel
it's
good?
the butthole. My dick's in the mouth. It always feels good.
Yeah, a warm, wet
It's
mouth.
like, wait, yeah. What did we? Oh yeah, potatoes are the blowjobs of food.
Yeah, potatoes are the blowjobs of food because you can do anything with them, and it's
So
alright.
I can do anything with a
You can do
blowjob.
you can do anything with it.
Feels
and
like a
it's-
blowjob. I can only do one thing.
You can do damn near anything with a blowjob, and it's beautiful as
Damn
long
near
as my
anything?
dick is in the mouth.
In the mouth. I don't know if I could do damn near anything. You think I could do jump ropes?
I mean, you know what I mean.
I don't actually.
I mean, like they can do
Please
just the
elaborate
mouth.
for about 4 more minutes.
They can do just the mouth. They can do a hand with the mouth. They can do 2 hands with the mouth.
No,
Hand on the balls while
Oh,
sucking,
yeah.
like
I can
playing
get the hand
with
on the balls.
the
There's no
finger
space for
roll.
hands on the
ladies,
shaft.
ladies, when you're fondling the balls, do the finger roll like
Tug
that.
and pinch, tug and pinch.
Oh, that!
Suck
Please,
and
for the love
blow.
of God. Oh my God! If I could get a tug and pinch with a suck and blow at the same time,
I'm concerned in my old age that
Continue.
the pubes are starting to creep too much up the shaft. How far would you
thank
say?
you. I
are
would.
you
I am
going?
also in the same
Like,
scenario. I feel like I'm
quarter inch
starting-
from the head.
just a hairy fucking shaft. No,
Big hair. I got 4 that are.
I've got a
approaching,
couple that are crawling
Say a
up.
third.
Yeah, I'm at the point
I
where
gotta look. I gotta get hard. I think I'm looking soft.
Yeah,
and
you
it's-
gotta look-
they're- when they're real
looking
close
soft,
when they're
it's like the
You're
roadmap
like,
is-
The hair's gonna crest the head of the penis.
Yeah, looking soft. It's like when the Mad magazine when it's bunched together. No, you gotta expand that
Yeah.
thing out to get the full
But
picture.
yeah, I noticed. Like I've always had a couple.
But then you can
down
never
at the
shave
bottom.
when you're hard because I've never been able to shave while I'm hard.
Speak for yourself.
You're just hard
Nothing
as
makes me
shit
harder
shaving.
than shaving.
If I'm hard, I'm jerking off. I'm not shaving.
Yeah, you have a problem with not just having a hard penis.
Yeah, if I have a hard penis, I'm using it.
I was listening to something and someone was like referring to someone else and they were like, "You are the horniest person I've ever met. When you're dead, you're gonna wake up to jerk off." And I was like, "Ding, ding, 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 ding!" Like, and they said something more, and I was like, "This is like I've never been able to put it into words, but you're like scary horny, illegally horny
I
is a
know
word
why.
we say a
Illegally
lot.
horny is the most.
I saw your Instagram likes and it scared me.
It should have.
Also, the real shit is just getting out of control.
It is.
Now mine's just girls showing their butts in public.
Yeah, I had to get rid of Instagram for a little bit because I was looking at too many goddamn reels.
That's me, yeah.
I'm in the back room at work just looking at reels. I'm addicted to fucking reels.
I don't look at them. I just see the top one on Explore, and then little ones. But even those, it's just like
It's just
nipples
butts and butts and just everything. It's just gotten
like
so
shit.
horny.
That's so like, how is this a thing? And is this what TikTok is?
Yeah.
Because this is our TikTok. Instagram is TikTok. This can't be TikTok.
Tixtagram?
Titsgram.
Titstagram? Anistagram?
I was just saying something before you were so horny, though.
No, there's never a season where I wasn't so horny.
Yeah, there's never a before. It's just
Yeah, there was moments before I wasn't so
A
horny.
B after boner.
After my boners.
Fuck, what was that?
That's my legal name, boner. Oh shit.
I'm leaving it in.
Fuck it.
Full government
name.